Hello, I'm going to talk about Honey Honey today. Honey Honey is one of my big favourites, and my first exposure to it was in 1974, believe it or not, on a KTEL 20 Greatest Hits compilation, which were very popular in the 70s. They basically have all different artists on one LP, and they'd have 10 songs per side. And Honey Honey appeared on one of those LPs, which I've got buried here somewhere at home, and but it wasn't by ABBA. It was performed by a group called Sweet Dreams, and apparently they had quite a big hit with it over in England. But it wasn't ABBA. ABBA wrote it, of course. Well, actually, Bjorn, Benny, and Stig wrote Honey Honey. But how interesting is that? It doesn't appear to have been released as a single back in Australia at that time, as far as I know. And some people that I used to work with claimed that they thought it was very overproduced. And perhaps it is, but it's overproduced in a great way because there's so many things going on in the backing track that that's held my interest in the song for years. And a lot of clever little rhythmic things that they do in it too. Basically, with the early songs, which I've mentioned before, they would not only write them in English, but they also performed and wrote them in Swedish as well. And Honey Honey was an example of that. And interestingly, it was on the Waterloo LP, and it was on the second side of the album, and it was the first track. And back in those days, they tended to put the hit songs on the first track of the A side of the albums, and on the B side, the first track tended to be another big hit as well, which is interesting. Okay, but to get back to Honey Honey, back in the day when ABBA were writing Ring Ring, even Fernando, the chorus of Fernando, they were using a boogie bass a lot. And in Honey Honey, you've got this sort of repetitive boogie bass. And to finish it off, they've got this fantastic rhythm. Now, that's all instrumental because Benny always had an instrumental introduction to the songs, in those early days anyway. And I think that rhythm is so effective, that da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's actually 4 quavers and 2 crotchets. Interesting too, that same rhythm, da-da-da-da-dum-dum, comes in with a little bit of a different melody later on where they sing, "Oh, you make me dizzy, oh, you make me dizzy, da-da-da-da-da-da." Interesting, okay? So it's basically in the key of F major, another bright key. It's in common time, so common time just means there's 4 crotchet beats per bar. It starts on the first beat of the bar. There's no anacrusis with this one, where the music starts on a different beat. And also, they use a lot of chordal pedaling in Honey Honey. And that's part of the appeal that I have for it, because the more that's going on musically, the more your ear is engaged with and getting really into the music. And that's what I loved about these early songs, which you don't get so much with the later ones. Okay, so basically it's in F major. Then in the middle section, they go into C minor when the boys sing, I don't want to hurt you, baby, I don't want to see you cry, so stay on the ground, girl, you better not get too high. Now, it moves a little bit away from C minor there. There's a little bit of G minor, but basically it's a contrast in the 2 keys. So you have your first section in a major key, the F major. Okay. And then after you have that middle section in the minor key, then it goes back to the major again. So basically you have honey, honey, you thrill me, honey, 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 nearly kill me, honey, honey. So it's a wonderful arrangement of the song, like the Sweet Dreams version that was released in London. It like just pales to me by comparison with all the intricacy of the music. And the quarter pedal thing is when you have that, when they sort of hold the chord for a long time through a phrase. Let me just sort of, hang on, just let me find the part for you. Honey, honey, how you thrill me, honey, honey. Honey, honey, nearly kill me, honey, honey. I heard about you before, I wanted to know some more, and now I know what they mean. You're a love machine, oh, you make me dizzy. And of course, my favourite film clip of Honey Honey was the Music Laden Bremen TV special version, where they were in the blue satin outfits and the girls were doing a very distinctive choreography for the song. When they did the Best of ABBA bandstand performance, they wore the peasant dresses, the white peasant dresses, and it wasn't quite as obvious as in the Bremen special with the actual manoeuvres where they were swinging to the music and bending to the music, and it just seemed to all fit together, and this wall of sound going on behind it just highlights the song. It's definitely one of my big favourites, Honey Honey, and I'm not sure there's a lot more I can say about it because I think it speaks for itself. You know, it really is a very happy, bright song with lots of backing tracks going on in it, harmonies. So yes, definitely one of my favourites, and I hope you enjoyed today's talk. Thank you. Bye.